Can you actually make more money by intentionally listing your house a little bit lower than the comparative market analysis says that it should be? Well, there are times where this does actually work. And this property right here that I listed last week is one of those times. The analysis came out at a certain number, and the sellers and I decided that we were going to actually list it at a different number than what the CMA suggested. They're frozen these days. There we go. So a lot of times people do list different than a comparative market analysis suggests, but a lot of those times they actually list on the higher side, which is a big no-no most of the time. There are times for that as well, but we can talk about that in a whole other video. But then there's times to list a little bit under what the market analysis suggests. And some of these are when you've got similar houses to this one on the market that are competing is a good opportunity, or matching a price of that your home should fetch a bigger market for, which was a case with this one here, and then a very active seller's market like we have right now. On average, a 5% under list fetches you about a 20% increase of total buyers. The market for people, or the amount of people that might be in the market for your home, that's on average. So we actually decided to do this with this property here, and I was blown away by the amount of showings on the property. We had 90 showings on one house over a 6-day period, might have even been a 5-day period, which is crazy. I've never had anything like it. The highest number of showings that I've ever had on any other listing was in the 30s, and this one ended up at 90 even, which is just insane. Obviously, we sold way over asking. The sellers are ecstatic with the numbers that we got, but this was a time to list underneath what that comparative market analysis showed. And there are a couple times, like I said, so if you're curious about if this is the time for you to try and do this with your property, I'm going to put a link in the description below. So if you do have any questions on that, click that link or get in the comments, get my DMs, and maybe we can help you figure out if it's time for you to do that with your listing in this crazy seller's market.